Worth, Texas, today at Amon G. Carter Stadium, and we will see who comes out victorious in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Memphis Tigers offense will start this game off with the football. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl put, you got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The LSU Tigers offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting we've got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, running back gets the give. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. You can tell he just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard. 3rd and California.
Bringing it back. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Fights off the defender. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Savage. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Maddox. Caught over the middle, it's Savage. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it to the right. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. First play of the period, first down here. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Off the play fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, they're able to get the negative play. Great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
The kick is on its way. The cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll run the toss. He's in open space downfield. Picks up the first down, still moving. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the challenge.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Got his man quickly. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they got it on the 22. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Got him downfield. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got him 1st and goal. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the back. Might be changing the route. This is a designed run. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Trying to punch it in. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off-play action on 1st down. Under fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Caught at the 25. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Memphis. He got a step and just dusted the field. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. It reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. He lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw for it. Takes the easy one to the back. LSU will get a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his...
Unleashes one deep. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gets rid of it. Pucks it out of the air. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a gap. It's Savage. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to 26. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And they got it done in the first half. But the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. And that applies to them right now, David. Here.
He's loose down the middle. Tap. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He's got an open man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Memphis will be forced to punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosive. Turning it on! Gets it past the marker. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He'll keep it himself. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll do it himself. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to him again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Savage. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Using his feet.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. On the snap, it's Savage. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Grab behind the line, it's Savage. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. To the air, it's Maddox. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Tigers! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. 14. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Scanning the field, it's Maddox. The short hands, it's Torres. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Torres. Drills him with the stiff arm. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Tosses it incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They just keep firing. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Converts on fourth down, still going. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He'll lose yardage again, and they say don't abandon the running game, but the running game's abandoning them. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Memphis. Quick strike through the air for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Back to throw, it's Maddox. Spits it out to the back. Grabbed over the middle, it's Trudowski. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Caught in the backfield, it's Trudowski.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Got it in the middle. It's Hardy. Looks as if we have an injury. Only in the hops. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got it behind the line. It's Hardy. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan.
Breaks into the open. He has the first and still on his feet. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball spotted at the 27. It's first and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Out of the gun, the inside kick. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving it.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. To the air, it's Maddox. That's caught. It's Jordan. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. I don't think the pressure is going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down 1 score, got to have it right now. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in. It's Judowski. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. The sure hands, it's Torres. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike.
No gain on the play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
QB strikes the ball and the clock is stopped.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Give to the running back. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And a short run there, and that'll end it. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was... Said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who... This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Creates a little space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Takes the handoff. It's Terry. There he goes. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So the pass interference in the end zone will have the ball placed at the 2. are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. The give out of the gun. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed.
There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone. The Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Going for the big play. And that will be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lewis wants to pass. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Well, will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, to throw. Fires to the big fella. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Simon. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Lewis to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Simon. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Great place to start for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. And into the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Simon. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! With the catch, it's Glass.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Glass. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Gets it out fast. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to keep it in the air. Gets it out quickly. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown! Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for room, it's Terry. Crosses the 30. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Makes it past the marker. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Bond. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. To the ground with the back. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. Will not. The give to the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Hit as he throws. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
Lewis wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. On the move, he fires. And they wanted it all on. Offense in an empty set. They're going to open this drive with a pass. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Guys, it is Texas.